Hello, how you guys? I am Tara. Tara. Yeah, I feel like being silly today. Today is the day for it. So as I promised, I am gonna come and do a video. I hope everyone's day was blessed. Let me start off with that first. I see the high priestess here and the preserver. I hope everyone had a great day. I made a couple of little shorts earlier. I'm sure they offended some, but it is what it is, you know? And I said I was going to make a statement saying it's not about taking sides or anything like that, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And if that's what you're out here doing and how you're acting and conducting yourself, then I just call it as I see it. The way some did in the past. Yeah. So I'm going to do a reading tonight. It's going to be short. I'm in between some things, but I said I was going to do one. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I ask you to guide me. Usually I do this before, but guide me through this reading. May I have an honest and sincere one. I've put my other cards up. I have the Oracle deck right here. I'm going to start with an Oracle. The Blessed deck is actually put up and placed away. So, I'm just going to do this reading as it comes out and as it see fit. I don't have a premeditated, detailed reading. This is what it is as I see the cards. Oh, wow. So maybe this is who we're speaking on today. So I asked for a Blessed Oracle. And let's see what we got. And let's see. What we have from the Blessed Oracle. Called. Someone is called. Whale and Orca elders. Share your song. Share your song. Share your frequency. Deep diving. Share it. You may not be a person that likes to sing, likes to speak, likes to talk. Share your song. Share your frequency. You're called to do such a thing. You have this freedom to do just that. You have the will, you have the know-how, you have the guidance, you have the authority. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. What else do we have? The elders are calling upon you. I did a video the other day and said I spoke with an elder. And hey, karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. I spoke the other day about on a reading. It's so ironic how you end up meeting people. So I spoke about a lady that I spoke with that wanted to meet with me. That was an elder. Didn't know this lady. Found out about this lady through someone. And the lady actually said she wanted to see me. She wanted to meet with me. Didn't give her $1, didn't pay her a dime other than telling her thank you as a donation for her gift and what she blessed me with. The knowing and understanding and helping me to understand again that type of energy. Yeah, that deep cellular healing. She helped reiterate some things that I needed to bounce back in. Whale and Orca elders. Elders. It's like this respect for that I have for them. Nurturing, definitely. It's a respect that I have for them. And when she said she wanted to see me, oh, it was an honor. I put aside time the whole day just to meet with her. That's rare. When someone thinks enough of you and they have a gift and they want to bring you in to tell you what you have and to help you understand that and say, oh no, this is on me, baby. You must be doing something right. What do we have from there? There you go. The universe and the emperor. The universe falls under called. The emperor falls under whale and orca elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, deep diving. What do we have for karmic relationships with this one? What do we have? What do I need to see? Universe, emperor. The moon. And it falls under karmic relationships. So, let's get one more, but I see the story. Seeing it already. What do we have for this emperor with the universe beside him under the moon? Somebody's got secrets, for sure. Under art, deep cellular healing. Yeah, someone needs to clean themselves up. Someone's got some secrets. When I see the art card, that's usually a card to me of artistry, your gifts, your design, your layout, your map, what you can do artistically. But when it falls under deep cellular healing, yeah, that's a different story. Artistically, you need to heal yourself in whatever form, fashion. This may be an older man. It falls under elders, whale and orca elders. Maybe someone needs to say something. Maybe someone needs to share their frequency and sound. I see the magician here, but it's a lot of cards. A lot. It's 4 of them. Maybe someone needs to say something. They're called to say something. This has a lot to do with the universe and how it's going to play out. Yeah, you're involved, but this is spiritual. This is something divinely guided. This is a spiritual thing. There's an emperor here. Someone's elders may be calling them. Elders, ancestors. They need to share their voice. They need to speak up. They need to share their sound. Someone has secrets. And it has to do with karmic relationships. Opposites. They're on different sides of the globe, too. In this card. There you go. Fear. Someone's afraid. You're called to speak up. You're called. The universe has your back on this fear. The universe is here. You're called to speak up about something. Whale and orca elders are here to guide you along with that. There's some secrets here with some karmic relationships. Yeah, because somebody needs some healing. I see the sun. What do we have? What do I need to see? There's a guardian here. So you're going to be protected while doing so. There's someone that needs to speak up. The elders are here to protect you, and so is the guardian card. Which are your elders? Which are your elders? Maybe there's someone scared to say something, scared to speak. Why? I don't know, but maybe they are. What do we have for karmic relationships in the moon? Maybe someone's been hiding something they're scared to speak on and speak up about. Because I do see karmic relationships with the moon, but growth popped out. Growth is here. What do we have for growth with the guardian? Got 2. integrity, delusion in reverse, and integrity in reverse. There's no integrity here. There's no integrity here. Someone is not in delusion. When my cards come out in reverse, this is upright, delusion. They're delusional. But if it's in reverse, that's the opposite of what this card is. So it's in reverse. Someone is not in delusion, but someone is definitely in fear. They're not delusional for what they need to be doing, what they need to get done, what is at hand, what is at stake. No, they're not in delusion about that, but they're fearful about it. They're very fearful. Somebody doesn't have faith either. This is someone that has a guardian and has elders around them. They're in the middle of the 3 cards. This one is above, this one is in the middle, and this one is under. They're protected, head and bottom, but they're still afraid to step up and say something. Someone is afraid. Why are they afraid? Don't know, but we're about to see. What do we have for the guardian and the emperor? Why is this person afraid? See the sun again. What do we have for the guardian? Well, in Orca, elders, emperor. I saw devil's play as I was moving the cards around my peripheral. Passion is in reverse. Passion is in reverse. Something is at a standstill, but it's being protected. And maybe it's at a standstill because I do see karmic relationships right as the next card. Someone's in karmic relationships. And if you're in karmic relationships, passion has come to a halt. And a guardian is protecting this because there are secrets. Someone wants growth, but there's no growth. No growth right now. Not right now. What do we have? There it goes. Sun. Sun and the moon. With growth. The moon. Growth. And the sun is in a blockage position. The sun is being blocked right now by the moon. Definitely. There are karmic relationships surrounding this. So until this is resolved and dissolved, the moon will still be here. Growth, they will reach for from a young age to an old age. They will reach for that growth. But your sun is in a blockage position. So there's no happiness here. There's no passion there. And I don't mean in a romantic, sexual way. I don't mean it that way. Passion comes in different forms. You can passionately love someone. You can passionately show feelings for someone. You can passionately cry. You can passionately be angry. It's different ways. Time and space fell in the same position as the sun. So that is blocked right now. And it falls under integrity. Someone has no integrity. It's in reverse because you did no deep cellular healing. And everything that you did do, it was art involved, meaning games and play at this point in this card because integrity is in reverse. So now we're playing with time and space. Now we're playing with time and space. But either way, it goes. I can't take away or take the fact from that someone is covered. They're divinely covered. They have a guardian. They have elders. They have ancestors that are watching over them. That's evident. What else do I need to see? But there's no integrity on that person's part. None. So they're waiting. With time and space and the 3 watchers. So they're at the bottom. And the killing part about it is what I'm looking at. Someone is not in delusion. But look what popped over. They're angry right now. Someone is very angry and bitter. Someone is bitter because something is not going in their way of planning. They didn't use integrity, so there's a downfall. They don't have an excuse to say, oh, I didn't know any better, or I don't understand. There's no delusion here. But at the same time, someone wants growth with secrets and karmic relationships, but did no deep cellular healing. It's here. That's the passion. Fortune. They want the fortune. To me, my end, this came out in reverse. This is not a fortunate situation at all. At all. Fortune is in reverse. Passion is in reverse. The sun is blocked. Time and space is upright. Wow. Disappointment on growth. Someone's disappointed. But the Chariot is behind it. Someone is disappointed. They're not having growth. And it's due to secrets. And they know that it was due to secrets. They know this. This is not something that you need to explain. This is something that was like premeditated. They understand the reason why they're disappointed. They understand the reason why they are unfortunate. They understand the reason why they're still reaching for growth. Through younger ages and older ages, they still understand why there's a Chariot wanting to move forward, gonna still try to move forward on it. I see a cheat. Oh, wow. I see a achiever at the bottom, and they may achieve it. They may achieve it. They may go about getting just what they want, even with this moon and karmic relationships and growth here. Why's a Chariot here? With disappointment. Someone's moving forward. Someone may be leaving something behind. Why is someone's disappointed? They see no growth, no fortune. It's not a fortunate event. There's no integrity here. The Emperor is upright. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What do I need to see? Time and space. Harmony. Someone wants harmony. It fell on top of disappointment. They want harmony. Someone wants harmony, but it was in reverse. They're not in harmony. They're not harmonized. They're missing something. There's a missing link. The reward. There's a missing link. So they're going to move forward in this Chariot. They want that reward. The reward comes under time and space. The sun is blocked. Their sun is blocked. Their sunshine is... My sunshine is gone. It's gone. They're coming. They're coming. They want that. They're not in harmony. They're not in sync. They feel they're not fortunate. They want that reward. Time and space with that. Time and space with that reward. What do we have for reward? There's an Emperor here, and I keep saying that. I understand energy is just that. We carry both, male, female. Success is in blockage position. On growth. Everything keeps falling on the growth card. Success fell in blockage. Disappointment fell here in blockage. Fortune fell there in blockage. It's all due to growth. Someone's growth is being stunted. There's a reward. There's a reward here. What do we have? Change. Make the change, get the reward. I don't know. I was told to say that. Make that change, get the reward. That comes with growth. So you'll be in disappointment. Fortune block. Disappointment. Success. Everything fell on the growth card. It all boils down to growth. And it also all boils down to someone being honest with integrity with this moon card and karmic relationships above the moon card. Someone needs to heal. Someone needs to heal. I see courage. Someone needs to heal, and they're afraid. What do you need me to see for a reward? And Chariot. Someone's moving forward to get their reward. Someone's not going to wait. I see oppression in reverse. Someone, they're not waiting. Someone is not. What do I need to see? Reward. I see the High Priestess in reverse. Is that the karmic relationship? Well, I see High Priestess in reverse here, and I see reward and Chariot. Someone moving along with the High Priestess in reverse, and that's their reward? Okay. Hey, who am I to judge? I see the High Priestess here. Well, everybody got different needs and different wants. What do we have here with the High Priestess in reverse? Everybody has different needs and different wants. And there's an anger card. When I ask, what do we have with the High Priestess in reverse? Anger. Well, somebody's about to learn today. And that's your reward. Baby, that's your reward because you ain't have no integrity. And maybe that's your reward because you kept secrets and stayed in fear. And you weren't delusional about doing so. I could even cut you some slack if you said you was a little delusional and didn't understand. I would really cut you some slack. But by you not being in delusion, that's why your passion, harmony, everything is upside down. Except disappointment and success. It's not upside down. But someone chose the High Priestess in reverse. And that's upside down. And either they're angry or the High Priestess in reverse is angry. Someone's angry. And someone is angered. I keep looking, the patio doors here, so I keep looking out the window. What do we have? Is it anything else that I may need to see from this deck? Logic is in blockage position. Exactly. No one's been logical. They haven't been. Because they haven't cut off karmic relationships. They've kept secrets in ongoing stagnation and confusion and karmic things. I can't stand that word. It's so thrown around. Let's just say it for what it is. They've been lying, stagnating people, keeping people bound, keeping people captured, keeping people in energy that they didn't want to be in or don't belong in, just to keep the secrets and the karmic, well, that's what it says, karmic relationships. Bad relationships is what I call them. They didn't use logic. Look at here. Confusion. Confusion. Keeping people confused. Exactly as I said. There's nothing there. But these two were up. keeping people confused, not using integrity, and any other big words that I forgot to use. Those. Brilliant. For a moment, you were brilliant. And look what it was behind. Love. They did all this behind love when you could have just simply said what it is. Bravo. I take my hat off to you. Because that play was the longest drawn out play I've ever seen. Behind love, when all you had to do is just simply be the emperor and say it. Feel it. But it was in reverse. So you can't say it. So that's why all the confusion and the problems came in, because you are all discombobulated. You don't even know how to express love. No, you don't. You're causing too much confusion with anger. For what? For what? Sometimes you have to just be logical. Pull everything else out of it. But they say, put on your big boy, big girl panties and let's just do it. Just do it. Anything else I need to say? I see equilibrium. And the fool child. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Because somebody loves someone. Someone has love. But they have a problem with expressing these emotions of love. When all you have to do is simply put on your big girl or big boy panties and just say what it is. That way it won't be any confusion. You know, sometimes you have to hurt people's feelings to make them feel better and make yourself feel better. Because these cards right here, that's the problem. When it comes to love, and we have the love card here. And when we have karmic relationships. The fool child is here. And creativity is in reverse. It's in reverse because they cannot conjure up the nerve, the know-how to be the fool child and get it done. Can't do it. It's the problem. It's the problem because of the karmic relationships and the moon cycles. There have been lies. There has been secrets. There have been unknowns, however you want to word it. What they withholding the truth. Some people say that's not a lie. You just didn't tell it. That's a lie because you're not telling it. You know information that you're not speaking on. That's a lie. Especially when someone else's dignity, pride, self is at stake outside of yourself. Yeah, that's the problem. I picked up some cards off the table. Seeker. Exactly. Someone has been seeking. And I don't look at the seeker card right now as out here seeking understanding, spiritualism, God, higher self. No. That's what, to me, this card represents. But no, somebody's been out here seeking. That's why the moon card is here. And that's why karmic relationships is here. Somebody needs deep cellular healing. When I say deep, deep. Step to the forefront. Your time to be put in the bath. What do I need to see? What is all this about? What is all this boiling down to be and about? The rejoicer. All this boils down to be about a happy person, a rejoiceful person, a lit up person. Woman of Cups. What else do I need to see? This doesn't mean that it's a water sign. She could have water in her chart. She could represent these type of expressions, feelings, emotions, the way she come off to the world. Happy, joyful, loving, caring. Narrowness is in reverse. Yeah, because she's a rejoicer. This is not a narrow-minded person. This is in reverse. This is who it's behind. This is behind someone that carries a joy, a happiness, a loving person. It is. It's anger. What else do I need to see? Why is narrowness here with the rejoicer? Why is anger here? Why is the high priestess there in reverse? Yeah. The hermit and the star. Someone has stepped out and started rejoicing and celebrating life, celebrating love, celebrating them. Someone has stepped out and they're happy doing so. That's probably someone that has been in hermit mode. Watched some things, studied some things, sat back and let it happen. And when they came out of hermit mode, there's the star. They're not shy anymore. They're not shy anymore. Purity. They're a pure soul, though. They're a pure soul. What else do I need to see? Why is anger and disappointment here? Got the Hierophant here, though. You're highly protected. Yeah. Not only that, anger and disappointment may be here. It may have something to do with laws, higher up, higher authorities, higher power. It may. That card represents many things, just as the others do. It's all in how you read, especially if you're intuitive and don't read by a book. You're going to read by what you're feeling and what you're seeing and what you're understanding. Commencement. You're going to read by what you're feeling, what you're seeing, what you're understanding. A commencement with source. A commencement with your higher self. So that's where the problem comes in. God is here. That's where the anger comes in. But see, that's also where deep cellular healing came in, and everybody wasn't there to see that. Everybody wasn't there to see that. Why you had to go through this balance. So, it ain't for everybody. Dullness in reverse. It ain't for everybody, because that part, when it came to that balance and going through hermit phases and legal things and lawful things and everything else above the law and above you and all that good stuff, this stone age of being bored and all that, yeah, you came up out of it. And there was nothing dull about it. Nothing. Hey man, you were there for a minute. You were hey man mode. Now someone is in hey man mode. Know her. You know that. You know somebody in hey man mode. You know someone thinking and hoping and wishing and praying. Like you always say, ain't long. Nothing too long. Nothing too hard. Knower. What do we have for the knower? I'm going to close it out. Learner. You're learning to know. You're learning. And you're going to be forever learning. That's why you're a knower. And you're consistently learning. As you should. As you should. You're never too old to learn. So I'm just turning around. I ain't gonna do nothing. Didn't I just say somebody's wishing and hoping and thinking and wishing? Oh, but they're learning. Learning. And you know. You know. You know. Set back on the bottom of the deck. Somebody has been set back. That's why your universe is here. It's one of the first cards. Everything, time and space, is here. Karmic relationships, moon cycles, all that. They didn't answer the call. They had the called card. They were called. I can't get my card. The whale and orca elders. And someone was called to perform a duty and a task. They did not answer to it. They didn't. They didn't. I see synthesis here. But I see aspiration in reverse. That's what happens when you're called and you don't open that door to walk through. Yeah. Stagnation. Someone stagnated. They didn't answer the call. They avoided the call. They avoided the call. The seer is in reverse. Someone here. Someone's a seer. Someone is a seer. This was the seer. This emperor is who we started out with on this board. With disappointment, all the things that came into play. They avoided their call or calling when they were called. They did not answer the call. They answered a call, but they did not answer the call. They didn't answer the call. They answered a call or many calls, but they didn't answer the call. It's in reverse. Someone strayed. What do I need to see? Someone strayed. Someone's in sorrow. Someone didn't answer the call. Someone had the gift to see. Someone had the gift to sight. They didn't listen. They listened to negativity. They didn't listen to the higher self, the higher up. There you go. Equanimity is in reverse. It threw their balance off. It threw everything off kilter. Everything is thrown out of balance now. You have the guardian. You do. You do. You do. But at the same time, you have to answer the call. You do. I'm looking for a certain card. I'm looking for the Hierophant. They didn't answer the Hierophant, so they missed that call. But the Guardian was here saying, I'm protecting you. I am protecting you. But still, at the same time, you have to make the right choice while doing these things. You are seer. You can see. You can see. And maybe that's why the High Priestess is in reverse. They can see. They are a seer if they answered the wrong call. What else do I need to see? Strength card is here. We know what that represents. What I need to see for strength. Someone's a seer. Someone answered the wrong call. Regenerator. Someone's going to regenerate. Maybe going to regenerate. May have the strength to do so. They may push for it to be the regenerator. They may push for it. He may give them the strength. All depends on how you handle what you need to handle. You're called. They answered moon calls. Yeah. Oppression. This has put someone in oppression to where they feel like they need to regenerate. They feel like they need to have the strength. They have to show both sides. Weak, strong, dark, light. Man, animal. You have to show it all. The regenerator. Rebirthing. It's put you in oppression. You've got to rebirth. You've got to regenerate. There's really no choice. Really no choice. Death card is here. There's really no choice. Someone's got to regenerate. Rebirth. I just said rebirth when I saw regenerator and oppression and death and rebirth. What else do I need to see? Why? For equilibrium. For equilibrium, everything has to come to a halt. There's the purity card again. For that, everything that's going on this card has to come to a standstill. It has to come to not even a standstill. It has to be put to literal. Stopped. Done. What else do I need to see? Purity. To get this equilibrium and gain purity, everything is going to have to be put to a stop, a death. Gotta have the strength. Becoming a regenerator isn't easy. People skip a lot of steps while doing so. People skip steps and they say they're healed. I'm still healing. It's been years. I'm still going through it. We have devil's play here. It came out like this. Someone was in devil's play. This is what has to be stopped. There you go. In order for you to rebuild, regenerate, you have to be humble. You have to humble yourself. As far as learning, you don't know everything. We will never know everything. And all that we can gain, let's humble ourselves. Let's be a learner. Someone was in devil's play. Yep. There's the tower. It's ending. Someone is about to stop these behaviors because they see what it is putting them in. Oppression, to having to keep regenerating, keep rebuilding. Just answer the call. Because when you answer the call, it makes life just a little bit easier, I promise. Illumination. It makes life just a little bit easier because you understand what you're supposed to be doing, so you know, oh, but there's accountability with that. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know it's certain responsibilities that you have. Are you a saint? No, you're not a saint. But there are certain duties you must carry out. There are certain things you must do. There are tasks we must handle. And when you're called, you're going to be on a repeat cycle of negative behavior, be put into this, in devil's play, constantly regenerating from oppression. And I don't mean financially. I mean your well-being, your physical self, your soul, your spirit, how you feel. Whew. Jesus have to break down everything. And yeah, I said Jesus. Yeah. This is what they're doing. They're reflecting right now as we speak. As I was just saying, they're reflecting, having to keep redoing, rebuilding, regenerating, keep doing it. I started over. I'm going back again. Over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. And who knows? There's the sensor. Someone knows it. Someone knows it. Time and space. That's the card I had picked back up off the table. It was out earlier. I knew I had picked up a card. Someone's definitely in time and space. Reflection, time and space. They are thinking. They ain't thinking about themselves. They got some other ones helping them think. That's a problem too. Thinking. Think alone. Even if you got to think out loud, think alone. Illumination. Think alone. Illuminate yourself. Once you reflect, going through this time and space, this statue is reflecting. We have the reflection card first. Reflection. He's definitely sitting there reflecting. Yes, others down there with him and probably waiting on to see which decision he's going to make. They're illuminated. But it's going to take courage. I'm not going to say someone has courage. It's going to take courage to go through this process. You have to be the magician. You have to make it magical to bring synergy. You have to do this. You have to be the magician. You have to be the David Copperfield. Yeah. For yourself. No one's going to get it done but you. You're a get-a-doner. Yeah, see? And then there comes the compassion. Someone is missing this. Someone wants compassion. But they want a godlike. They want compassion. They want a godlike one. She wants the rose petals all in her hair on the side. And the hand up in the air like, what? There she is. Yeah. They want godlike energy. Compassionate, loving energy. She deserves nothing less. She deserves nothing less. Because that's what she is. Very compassionate. So either some things are going to be put to death. Someone is going to have courage or not, but she's still going to be that. And that's the Empress. Regardless of whether you pick yourself up by your bootstrings, put your big boy drawers on or not, big girl panties on or not for him, they gonna still be that. And these two may be meeting up. These two may be meeting. Because somewhere in between these lines right here, somebody done messed up. He came out at the beginning and she came out right up under his feet. And 9 times out of 10, he fall, she got him. Bet that. If he falls, her emperor, she got him. His weight ain't gonna kill her. It's not gonna hurt her. They built for each other. They're built for each other. He came out at the head, she came out at the foot. In the middle along this reading, he has probably had someone he's been dealing with, if it's not him, that's been keeping secrets and being that one. And on the tail end, here she comes and probably been dealing with the same type of behavior. So, if he failed at the beginning of the reading, coming through all this drama, she ended at the tail end. She caught him. She caught him. And she may be a little woman. She can be a tall one. It doesn't really matter. No matter how small or how big she is, if she had to catch him, she got him. Bet. That's how. She was nurturing and compassionate. Somebody, and I say this a lot, there probably has been an emperor coming through a journey of finding her, because this reading is over. She landed at the end with compassion behind her back, literally, and nurturing. You can't take it away from her. You can't. It's all over her. And somebody sees it. They see it. So that being said, there's another reading where an emperor is coming for his empress. He done came through some long journeys, baby. Yes, he has. A whole mess of a mess. If it's not that, it is an emperor that has come through a long journey either way of coming into finding themselves. Somebody could have left a relationship that was a mess of a mess that is now finding another person. He was at the beginning and she was at the end, and I keep saying that, but it was a lot of mess in between. Or there's a relationship that's coming out of a mess from the in-between. And they're going to find each other again, as they did when they first met. Yeah, that was what I got. So, I hope everyone has a good night, a blessed night. I enjoyed the reading. I hope everyone else did. Well, the few that I have, you are and everyone else. And I thank you for watching. I thank you for giving me a thumbs up. It's somebody out there that watches me consistently. It's a lot of people that watch, but they don't come in or give a thumbs up. And I say that. Somebody watches and thumbs up or give a comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that. I do. I do. on all aspects. I appreciate you. Because you have enough common courtesy to do something. How about that? Instead of just watch. Because I think people forget that the numbers are at the bottom. Now I can see that you're watching. Probably don't know who's watching, but you're watching. So, then people wonder why you don't give them a comment or a thumbs up. Common courtesy. But for the one that does watch me, thank you so much. You have a blessed night and may you be blessed. Thank you.